Hello out there. Good morning, America. Welcome to the Heavy Montae's podcast at my morning show, America, January 21st, 2026. Not America. Now, they tell me Donald Trump plane was diverted back to America because they had a little, incidents with the plane. The plane wasn't working properly. Somebody told me that they told Donald Trump to turn that plane around and take his nasty ass back because he's excuse me, Mary, it's early in the morning, invited. Said, we don't want your rapist ass in our country. Go home, they told him. Somebody told me. Now in America, I want to say something to you. This is the time for everyone to unite, black and white, gay and straight, transgender, even you white supremacists. We need to agree that Donald Trump and the Republican Party got to go. They lied to their voters. Now they're calling their voters ignorant. And we know their voters are ignorant because they have brainwashed them. Brainwashed them in the churches, America. Brainwashed them at McDonald's. Brainwashed them on the TV, America. Brainwashed them by selling them pillows, somebody told me. You understand? Brainwashed them American, telling them that, certain industries were for them. You see, shop here, don't shop there. And America, they have a propaganda network created by South Africans. And there's one thing that the most hated thing in the world to a South African is a black person and a Democrat, because the black people and the liberals in America were responsible for bringing down South Africa and destroying that white apartheid government. You understand? So they came to America and created, Disneyland for racists, Disneyland for bigots, rapists, and anyone who want to join evil. You understand? And trampled upon the Constitution for $1, at the same time destroying black people in America and getting America to destroy itself as a payback for destroying South Africa. It is a conspiracy. These people who are in control of the country today call themselves Republican. I call them domestic terrorist murderers, pedophile protectors. They do not represent the American people. They represent Donald Trump, they tell me, including this maggot Supreme Court, including the maggot churches. That's a powerful organization, America, designed to cripple the minds of the masses and tell them that they do not live in the greatest country in the world. I was going to start my show off today, America, talking about my favorite hockey team, the Red Wings. Now, I go to a lot of Red Wings, hockey games, hockey matches, whatever you want to call them. And we go there to drink beer and party and get loud. And you got to watch the puck wherever it goes. So you're into it. You don't have any time to talk. You're paying attention. You understand? You don't care if the guy sitting beside you is black, white, green, whatever, home, gay, whatever you want to call him. Oh, the Red Wings score. Man, you got to hug somebody. You understand? And when they lose, we show up and we root and we clap for our team. And when they win, we put up plaques for them. Stand. You see, like this one. Heavy bought when we won the Stanley Cup. A team. You see what I'm saying? You know, when the team lose and the team's doing bad, we stick with the team. We don't go out and tell people to buy guns and don't tread on me and install a maggot king. A maggot king will get you hurt, no matter who you are, America. I want to say to the American people this morning that now we realize what we have here. We see it with our own eyes. No one has to tell us. We now make a correction, just like all the people that go to the Red Wing hockey matches. Uh, when we're in that, when we're in there and we're rooting for our team, the only thing we're doing is rooting for the damn team. We don't have time to talk to you about politics. We're watching the puck everywhere it goes. So now you have to watch the puck everywhere it goes now in America because your life depends upon it. In Minnesota, Donald Trump Gestapo shot dead one of our citizens. You understand? 4 times in the head. And now they are covering it up. The Republican Party and Donald Trump are domestic terrorists and criminals, in the opinion of Heavy Montae. Now they are in a cover-up game, and they're very good at it. They can get a job for Maybelline Cosmetics, covering things up. How to make them look pretty. A nasty, stinking bill. They say, hey, look at it. It's beautiful. And they took away your health care, scared you half to death, telling me they're going to take away your Medicare and your Social Security. You know, keep you living in fear. We're going to blow up the world. We're going to take over Canada, Mexico, and all this stuff. I understand the poor white man, he's on his last leg. That's why you see women winning in these elections now in Virginia and in New Jersey, because women are finding out, even in the black women, you paving the way. Continue to fight. Don't let them get you down. My mother didn't get down. She whooped my ass when I did something wrong. I said, be a man. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're here today, being men. And we're supporting the Constitution. We're not slave black people. We love our country. Hispanics love our country. It's the white man who don't love our country. That white man that Elijah Muhammad said is the devil. You understand? Now, I've been listening to other podcasters, and now they are sounding like me. They have identified whiteness as an ideology. An ideology. Now, America, I like to tell a story about Heavy's world. This is Heavy world. My wife had her third back surgery. And anyone that knows that had a back surgery, you're going to have a fourth. So, they last 5-6 years. You're back in the hospital. And it's an awful painful thing. And, I'm a house husband, so I'm used to doing all the housework. And I take care of my wife. So, here in this beautiful city that I live in, the Trump economy, shut down all the Rite Aids. And Heavy like to go to the Rite Aids. I ain't pick up a bottle or something and come back, half a pint of whiskey and come back and watch the game with the boys or whatever. And I have to go into the liquor store. I don't like going to these fancy places. Well, I'm happy with Walmart. I blend it. And anyway, what I want to tell you is that I get there and they're giving my wife some serious, pills. So I get there and I said, okay, it's an emergency. My wife's back is bad. The doctor called in and all this stuff. And the guy said, okay, yeah, come back in an hour. I said, shit, I come back in an hour. And then I've been running all day too. I've been doing all kind of shit. I'm up in the early morning shopping and shit. Housewives, house husbands do this type of shit, keep the house running. And I go back in an hour and she said, okay, I got 3 for you. So she came back and she had 2 of them. She said, we can't find the other one. What the hell you mean you can't find the other one? And they said, oh, it's lost somewhere. So they start panicking, going through they had hundreds of bags of stuff going through and they're looking for it, right? And they said, okay, sir, we got to look for this shit. Go take a seat, you know what I'm saying, at a drugstore. Like I'm sitting there and get the flu or some shit. Take a seat over here and we'll let you know when we find it. I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna walk on back, and shit. And I'm mad, cussing and shit to myself. Wife wasn't there, so I was using some expletives, but I didn't cuss anybody out because this is my town. I love these people. And and anyway, I get back there to the place, and she said, I can't find this stuff. I said, man, this medicine is important. The doctor said, you got to have it today. My wife had the doctor to call the damn place and shit and said, you got to give this woman this medicine. She got to find this shit. Anyway, they found it. Then he comes back and he tells me, he says, we found it. And it's 10, it's 106 instead of 109. Somebody read it wrong. I said, you don't read 9 and 6 wrong. How many people don't know the difference between 9 and freaking 6? You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know, that's some serious shit. So I said, look here, man. I said, I don't trust this shit. I said, you're going to have to open this bottle in front of me right now and show me that my wife got the right freaking medication. You know. And then he opened it up and he looked at it and he apologized. And I apologized, for losing my temper because I got loud. You know, I had to advocate for my damn wife like I'm a damn doctor. Because you could die in this world that Trump has created for us. And I'm saying that the billionaires are buying up shit, closing down all the damn drugstores. And that CVS that I went to today, that damn place is crowded, man. I'm telling you. And the line was backed up and then shit to pick up prescription in the drive-through. Shit is backed up down the damn road. And this is a pretty good little sized city here. And they shut down all the right areas. All the cool people go. You get your booze there, your beer, and get up there real fast. And got these bourgeoisies, fancy, damn big ass, like giant Walgreens and shit, taking out money in America. Donald Trump be playing us. So don't be voting for him. Heavy tell you, that's Heavy's world. So I got the drugs and shit and brought her home, and she's doing real good. She's upstairs, sleeping right down, and she's walking and shit, because we like to go out and party and do some stuff. Dancing, we dance, all the time. We like to dance 2 steps. And we were even contemplating doing a little ballroom, but I've been trying to avoid that shit. But I'm going to have to go, America. This is Heavy Montae for the Heavy Montae podcast and the Heavy Montae morning show, saying never, ever vote for a Republican. Have a great day, America, and have a great morning. And subscribe to the Heavy Montae YouTube channel. 935 subscribers. I'm very close to the 1,000. Heavy gonna be going live here real soon. You see what I'm trying to say? Those maggots that they went though, but I asked to go live, so they come and talk to me. I'm gonna have a good time, and I want you to have a good time. Have a great day, America, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.